Hello everyone, this is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for August 6th through the 12th of 2023. So our quote for the week says, "Find ways to make your life flow more easily. Build breathing space into each day and create a life that you can manage." Ashe. It's a crazy mixed up world out there, and if you let the social collective smack you around, life is a lot harder. So let's simplify. Venus is retrograde. We're reviewing our values and priorities anyway. Some folks are going to get cut. Some activities are going to get cut. But it's in order to make room for something better. I love it. So our week kicks off with Sun squaring Jupiter on Sunday, August 6th. This is a powerful energy, and with that comes the necessity of discernment. It can provoke you to get lots of things accomplished, and that's a good thing. However, beware of taking on more than you can actually handle or maintain on your own. Having said that, if you need a little push to get some things done, this is just the energy for you. It carries with it the optimism necessary to allow you to go beyond your norm and stretch in new ways. Sometimes there can be a tendency towards self-righteousness with this energy too, but try to make it self-directed and you will benefit greatly. Walk your talk and fully embody your truth. However, if you turn it on others, demanding that they believe what you believe, you may have some difficulties. Be open and receptive, have a don't know mind, because you never know what you may learn from another's perspective along the way that could really help you now or in the future. Deep breath. So we're squaring off between Sun, which of course is usually around your energy or the individual, squaring off with Jupiter, the consciousness and belief systems. So what are you believing to be true or possible? How is it rooted in your self-love and self-worth and self-value? Because this is Leo going at it with Taurus. So there's some aspect of self getting an upgrade because the values have shifted and because your needs have shifted and you've evolved. So let's do that consciously. Monday the 7th is our Leo Gate of Power. This is such a powerful time of year, again, to get back on your self-focus. This is your time to reset internally with your heart. I love it. When we hit this season, it is pre-harvest and assessment time, which is so juicy because Venus is backwards and Mercury is on its way to being backwards. So our consciousness and our values is getting a review and an upgrade. So let's use this gate of power, this seasonal shift. This is the midpoint between summer solstice and fall equinox. What do you want in place by then? That's 6 weeks away. Our bullets are giving gratitude for abundance. Everything that you already have, be grateful, because Spirit's not going to give you any more until you are. Make offerings that ensure the flow of life and everything else. Releasing regrets and facilitating closure. Okay, pre-harvest. What have you gotten accomplished this year? Can you believe 2023? 2/3 over. Deep breath. 8 months into 12, y'all. We are past the halfway mark. Pre-harvest, assessments and preparations, creating containers for your creative ideas. So anything that you have been working on all year, it's time to really make sure its foundation or container is tight. Activating fiery creativity and new projects or renew projects. If you have something you put on the shelf and it feels like it's got some juju in it or some good energy, bring it down off the shelf and reactivate it. Let's see what's up. Assess. This is assessment time. Deepening your dedication to what is working, what is alive and thriving. That's what harvest is all about. What's already working. And basically by this point, we need to cut our losses and roll with what's taken and deal with whatever didn't take another day when the energies are more in alignment for that. And assessing the worth of preserving and cultivating new life. So again, the worth and value of everything, your energy, your time, your resources. It's time for an upgrade, which means we have to assess first. So this period is all about assessments and preserving what is growing strong, solid, useful, and nourishing, while also releasing density, weight, and excess to be composted into something more useful in the season to come. It's a time of gratitude and celebration in anticipation of the fall equinox season of harvest. Some call this the pre-harvest. You can get a jump start on assessing the year if you've completed your clearing and releasing process. If not, this is the final purge in preparation for the harvest season. Deep breath. The Leo-Virgo combination perfectly represents this cross-quarter or gate of power and portal that takes you back to your heart as we navigate Leo, and then through a purification and integration with Virgo next month. It's time to position yourself for an expanded perspective at this time. Explore your options with fresh eyes. Okay, don't look at it through the old ways, the old days. Okay, let that go. Allow your instincts to guide you on your path and trust the sacred feminine within and around you to contain, nurture, and protect all life, now and always. You are reminded to honor that which sustains you and to always aim your magical arrow at only the most precious dreams, your deepest heart's desire. I love it. And we are having a fire ceremony that Monday, August 7th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It is open to the community. You're welcome to bring your friends and share this invitation. There's a suggested donation of $22, but that is optional. It does help me keep doing these wonderful events for everyone, and it is always deeply appreciated. But you do have to register to access the replay, especially if you can't be there live. So you definitely want to register. Then we jump to Wednesday, August 9th, where Venus retrograde is squaring off with Uranus for the second of 3 times. The first hit was July 2nd. This time it's August 9th, this week on Wednesday, and the final hit will be September 29th. So we are in a process of liberating ourselves from old values and old people and circumstances and things that no longer suit our true nature, which has evolved. Even if that was our nature when we went into those partnerships and collaborations, it's probably not our nature anymore. This is what the upgrade in Leo is all about, is what we present to the world, making sure that we're committing to things we care about and not just doing things for appearances or other kind of shadow reasons. So know that this is a process liberating you from some old toxic relationships or old ways of dealing with your finances that don't reflect your true worth. Deep breath. This is a test to grow that you cannot plan for. Venus rules your values and priorities, and an activation with Uranus signifies something sudden and seemingly out of the blue. Of course, this isn't true, but it can feel that way. The truth is, it is time to do something different, where your love, finances, or relationships are concerned especially. Making a conscious effort to do things in a completely new way will be rewarded with a lesson and a blessing that you would have never considered before now. Due to the new revelations happening within you, the immediate response will come from those closest to you. If you're in relationships, personal or professional, that have reached a point where they have to change or end, this is a good time to try to discuss it openly and with as much detachment and objectivity as possible. This energy can provoke the need for excitement or stimulation in your relationships, giving you the urge to shake things up. Be aware and mindful of others' feelings too, because they may not be in the mood for such sudden change. Another expression of this energy is to get things on the table. It's a great time to really discuss things and come to an agreement or compromise. Ultimately, this is a test of your flexibility in relationships. The more inflexible or attached to status quo that you are, the more disruptive this energy can be. Deep breath. Okay, so those of y'all hanging on and you know it's over, And let me just put a little caveat. This paragraph is usually written for a typical Venus square Uranus. The fact that she's retrograde, I'm going to add a little notation here that says don't necessarily think you have to have that conversation while she's backwards. I would wait until she goes forward at the very least. And if you can, wait until October, because I believe that we should be focusing on ourselves and our own hearts and our own desires and really upgrading your own energy field first before you go to your partner, whether it's personal or professional, and try to have a conversation about the upgrade you just had, because I think you're going to be more clear in October. If you do it now, things may not work out the way you plan. Same day, Mercury, which isn't retrograde yet, it is in Virgo, trining Jupiter in Taurus. So this earthy energy is getting an upgrade, ease and grace between your lower mind, higher mind, your little individual consciousness and your higher consciousness. That's Mercury and Jupiter getting together, changing your thinking some kind of way. You're going to come out of this believing something new. And hopefully by going through Virgo and Taurus, you're getting in your body, resetting your rhythms with your body. That's going to be what this retrograde is pretty good for. This is the first hit, August 9th. Then it will retrograde, hit it again September 4th, and then go direct and hit it a final time September 25th. So this is a process, another process. Venus is already in process. She's already backwards. But Mercury's preparing for a process. That first hit usually lets you know what's going on or what needs to change. And then while it's retrograde, we get to do the changing. Normally, this energy is great for expanding your mind, learning something new, or taking a class. It's time to plan for the future and start getting organized. However, you may feel less disciplined and more creative, which is fine in the beginning. But eventually, focus and discipline will have to be engaged to ground your new ideas, thoughts, or concepts. You have to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? If you are self-aware, awake, and alert, you'll be able to see and seize opportunities as they present themselves. It may appear to be luck, but it's really more that you are in alignment with the cosmos, present and positive, and ultimately able to trust and follow your own instincts. Practice, there is no perfection. Being optimistic and looking for opportunity in every experience will magnetize the positive and naturally repel the negative, leading right where you want to be. So take advantage of this good energy to connect to whatever it is that you are trying to create in your life at this time. Deep breath. So I would add that because of the earth signs, it's something you're trying to create and bring into form, okay? Virgo is all about your health and well-being, being natural, organic, rhythmic, and whole. That's why we always say integration. We're bringing all the fragments together to create something better. And Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus has been expanding our conscious awareness around our physicality and our physical needs, food, sex, money, security, love, everything that we need in terms of our primal essential needs. It's been getting an upgrade too. So I would love to hear from you. Here's another little plug for my Mercury retrograde in Virgo tools. I've heard from 2 people, and I kind of want 5 or 10 to do it to make it worth it, because I do 3 meditations for you so that you have pre-shadow and post-shadow and the actual retrograde. 3 divinations for each so you can navigate consciously. And the main activation happening up in the sky for everyone is this Mercury trine Jupiter. It's not going to really hit anything else. But if you have strong Virgo Pisces or Gemini Sag, this Mercury retrograde is personal. I'm already getting ready. I got 6 placements in Virgo and a Sag rising and Mercury and Gemini. So Mercury in Virgo already challenges that. So you'll see I'm getting mad upgrades inside, outside, upside down. And so are you. So let's do it consciously. And if you want some tools and $50 seems reasonable, please email me directly and I'll get those together maybe over the weekend. Same day, Wednesday the 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern is our Rhythms and Verses with me and NASA, Planetary Rhythms and Ancestral Wisdom. On YouTube, you can join us live for free. And then she uploads the replays to her channel, which I kind of slept on, y'all. I'm sorry, because I could very easily share that replay link. So I will make an effort to do that in the following week's forecast from now on. The next day, Thursday the 10th, is our first Venus circle in the new cycle. I'm so excited. This is the outer initiation happening in Leo, where we are clearing and cleaning and cleansing our presentation to the world. So here, for those of you with strong Leo, Aquarius, or Taurus, Scorpio, this Venus cycle is going to be very personal. So getting your reading and custom guide is a great idea, especially on the front end of the cycle. I do have a lot of people come in at the midpoint and just do reclamation with us. But right now, if you catch it in the next month or 3, the first 3 months, August, September, October, I'm going to be pushing it because it's totally worth getting in on the ground floor here. That's going to be at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, Thursday, August 10th, first Venus circle. You can drop in or subscribe for $25. Dolphin was wonderful. So that replay is available, but you do have to register and donate $25 to get those tools. The tools are super powerful. I already rocked a few people. The Mad Libs, the light and shadow, all the little tools that go with our animal medicine are super potent for navigating this season. And I also included that introduction or invitation to my Soul Sisters Circle video. It's only 19 minutes, and I'd love for more of you to see that so that you know what I'm up to. It's got a little bit of my own story in there, along with the goals of the Soul Sister Circle and all of my circles and core values and kind of where I stand. So if you're new to the circle, definitely. And if you've been around for years, then you would be very proud of me with these videos because I'm not very well versed in, let's say, visual media. I do a lot of writing and linguistics around here. I like language. But I'm learning to love pictures messing with y'all. Also, I'll leave in this introduction replay to the new Venus cycle for those of you who haven't been able to catch that yet. That just is an introduction to the whole cycle for everyone. This is what she's doing up in the sky that affects us all. And then we just had a little heads up for weeks to come. The following week on the 16th and 17th, I have events. The Money Pouring Ritual for August with Yeye Louise Satish is on Wednesday, August 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific. And then the very next day, Thursday, is my monthly community event, which is a free event. Also suggested donation for 22, but you can join us for Chiron in Aries. So for those of you with strong Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, that's going to be very potent and valuable. Thursday, August 17th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Anyone who registers for that will receive the replayed tools and resources. And when you submit your birth date, time, and place, for those of you who are not already in my system, if you're already in the system, you don't have to submit it every time. I've got you. But you do have to register. That alerts me that you want these goodies, okay? So registering is a good idea because then you're definitely going to get your personal activations. That's the list I go from. And that'll show you where Aries is activating you at this time. And then we are still taking enrollment for NASA's Indigenous Spirituality School. So like I said, I'm going to leave that in through September registration so that you all can get on board with her. Okay, I think that's it for the week. I hope you will join us when and where you can. Thank you so much for being part of my community. Thanks for listening and have a fantastic week. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.